What is going on, everyone? Platinum Bees coming at you with yet another video. Today we are doing episode 35 of the Platinum Bees Answer series. I'm super excited to get into the comments that you all left for me on last week's video. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, so we got some great comments on last week's video, and we're just going to go ahead and dive right on into them. So, up first, we have Mr. Bob. Mr. Bob says, I like the platinum rounds you were playing with. Talk about them, please. Okay, so these platinum rounds were given to me by a user in the community known as KS Coin. KS Coin is an awesome dude, and he was awesome enough to send me 2 platinum rounds, or as he calls them, coins, and I tend to agree with him. But they are very cool indeed, right? I made a video talking about getting these in the mail. It was totally unexpected and totally awesome and extremely generous of KS Coin to send these to me in the mail, just being a fan of my channel. That was super epic of him to do, and I really appreciate it. These are 950 platinum, which is the standard in the jewelry industry. These are custom-made rounds for just realistically me specifically. I'm not sure if he made some for himself. However, these are super awesome for sure. And the creator of these rounds actually commented, I believe, on that video. So if you want to know how to maybe get yourself some made or something like that, definitely be sure to check out that video in the comment section. I'm sure they would greatly appreciate the business. But thank you for your comment, Mr. Bob. I really appreciate it, my friend. And I always appreciate seeing you comment on my videos. Up next, we have Mr. Michael Maldonado Jr. Says, did you pick up one of those St. Helena Platinum coins? I got 3 going to shoot for 3 of each of the 6 designs. I haven't yet. I've kind of held off on them, you know. Right now, I'm just holding, and it turned out that my holding actually ended up prime time. I'm looking at picking up some platinum in the next week or so, so you all will definitely want to stay tuned to my channel to see what I end up picking up. But there is a strong likelihood that the St. Helena 1-ounce coin will be in that pickup. I'm not sure if I'll get more than 1. I don't know. We'll have to see what the prices are like and things like that. But with spot price going down, it is looking like a buyer's opportunity and a buyer's market for sure. So definitely keep up with my channel to see future unboxings of what I have in store for you all. But great question nonetheless, and that's super awesome that you got 3 of them. I think that's a solid goal to go for, is 3 of each of the series. If I had picked up 3 of each of the Queen's Beast series when they came out, I would be able to probably flip 2 of them for a profit and keeping 1 of them and getting each new coin as it came out. That's actually not a bad play to make, in my opinion. You know, if you buy the St. Helena's, if you buy multiples, chances are a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, when they're getting closer to the end of the series, the first coin is going to be hard to come by, right? So people are going to pay a little bit more premium for it who missed out on the buying opportunity of getting in early. So you'll be able to sell it, make a couple $100, buy the new design with that money you made from the St. Helena, and keep $200 and spend it on whatever you want, which for me it would be more platinum. But nonetheless, you can slowly kind of gauge your purchases in that manner and sort of make up some of the premium as well as, you know, saving money on your overall stack of platinum. That's actually not a bad play to make, and I hadn't thought about that till just now. But realistically, it kind of makes sense, right? If you're planning on collecting a whole series, get a few of each and then flip them later on, the extras, and buy the new series, right? Interesting point. I might make a video on that. I might even try that out. We'll see. I might pick up more than just 1 of them. Who knows? But great pickup, Michael. I really appreciate your comment, my friend, and that is super cool that you got yourself some St. Helena Platinum coins coming in the mail. So up next, we have Mr. Jack. Mr. Jack says, appreciates you tackling the question about conservatism and the connection to precious metals interests. Not an easy topic to discuss without people getting angry and all that, but I think you added a lot of value to the conversation. I find you refreshingly objective when it comes to matters involving politics, so thanks for that. You are welcome, my friend. And, you know, sure, I have a political spectrum that I sit in, but at the end of the day, I'm really not going to change anyone's mind, right? So I'm open to talk about stuff, but at the end of the day, I'm not out here looking to really change people's minds, right? The only way somebody's mind is going to be changed is if they want to change it themselves, really. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. I am a believer in prayer, but that's kind of different in the sense that typically I would pray for someone who is struggling or something like that. As far as politics and your views and your opinions and things like that, you know, you're going to have different opinions across the board no matter who you meet. And so I like to take the approach of politics and just say, hey, you know, this is what I think and believe, and this is why I believe it, and things like that, you know? I'm a very much explain why I believe something rather than explain why what I believe is correct and what you believe is wrong, because that doesn't really help anyone, you know? That's just my approach, but it is what it is. It's quite a crazy world we live in, and politics just makes it crazier. But thank you for your comment, Jack. I really appreciate that, my friend, and I hope to see future comments from you. All right, up next, we have Mr. Silverbat Cave. Said, liked, loved that platinum. Well, thank you, my friend. I really appreciate you stopping by and telling me you love seeing my platinum. Platinum is a great metal to stack for sure. Case in point, my YouTube name, my channel, most of my videos talk about platinum because I just absolutely love this metal, and I think it's heavily, heavily, heavily undervalued. And so that's just my opinion on the metal as a whole. But thank you for your comment, Mr. Silverback Cave. I really appreciate it. Up next, we have good old Mr. Trident Stacking. Mr. Trident Stacking is new to the YouTube channel, so go check out his channel if you have not. He definitely has some great content, posts some great videos. He's a U.S. veteran, so props to him. And he's just a great guy overall. But Mr. Trident Stacking says, hypothetical question. If someone offered you an ounce of platinum for 50 ounces of silver today, would you take that deal? Do you have a plat-silver ratio you would target for a trade, or do you prefer to keep what you have no matter the ratio? So I'm not a big ratio player, right? I don't really flip the ratios too much. I have considered selling off my silver for platinum. I made a video recently talking about how silver could be replaced by platinum. And in that video, I talked about how platinum is seeming more and more economical because of, you know, just the ability to store it, the ability to, you know, stack it, how similar the two metals are in their industrial uses and their intrinsic values. They are somewhat very similar in that aspect. And so stacking one or the other, a lot of people fall into the categories of platinum or silver, right? A lot of people have all three like myself, but I'm seeing more and more with the more money I'm putting into precious metals, the more realistic I'm seeing that silver can become very cumbersome, so to speak, very quickly if you start spending lots and lots of money. You know, if you have monster boxes and monster boxes of silver, it just gets ridiculous to store that and carry it and move it. You know, if I take a monster box of silver eagles to a coin shop, they'll buy it, but that's just going to be ridiculous because I'm going to sell 500 silver coins or rounds or whatever when I could have just taken like a tube of platinum eagles. So, but as far as your question, if someone offered me an ounce of platinum for 50 ounces of silver today, would I take the deal? Maybe. I mean, let's see. Let's say silver's worth 30 bucks an ounce. Premiums are nuts, so we'll call it 30 bucks an ounce. For 50 ounces, that's about $1,500. That's a little high in my opinion. I would probably trade 2 tubes, so about 40 ounces. That's what I would probably try to stick to. 50 ounces is a little high in my opinion. One thing I have mentioned many times on this channel, and I know you're somewhat new to my channel, but I try to stay to a $1,500 maximum when buying platinum. So what does that mean? I pretend spot price is $1,500. So if I buy fractionals, whatever the amount of that premium and cost of the actual bullion is times whatever it needs to be to add up to a troy ounce, it needs to be under $1,500. That's one of the reasons why I haven't picked up any 1/10 ounce coins in quite a while, is because the 1/10 ounce coins are going for 160, 170, 180, and I'm just not paying that, right? I'll save the money. It might be a little bit longer time frame between pickups, but I'll save the money and pick up a 1/4 ounce if I can find it for below $1,500 spot, or a 1/2 ounce, or what have you. I try to set that as my limit because I think when platinum hits $1,500 an ounce, that will be a point in time at which I will step back, take a look at what's going on in the markets and things like that, and evaluate purchases going forward, right? Once it hits $1,500 an ounce, I might just stick to just 1 ounce coins, right? I'll probably end up spending $16.50 per ounce, but at that point, fractionals will be astronomical, right? A 1/4 ounce will be like $500. And the thing is, you'll start looking at it more like gold. People stack gold right now, and it's at $1,800, $1,900 an ounce. But they buy small pieces here and there and whatnot, and they don't really care about the premium. Gold's a lot easier to stack in smaller premiums if you don't care about the design, because a lot of the stuff is less desirable than others, such as the Austrian stuff. I have a lot of Austrian stuff in my stack, and so I have that because it's low premium. But platinum, it's a little bit harder to find low premium fractionals. It's pretty much impossible except for bars. On the rare occasion, you will find platinum bars for very decent premiums sometimes. Sometimes you can even find 20-gram bars for the same premium as a 1 ounce, and that would make more sense because it's a lower premium. Very rarely do you find fractional coins for the same premium as larger coins. If anything, it's going to be about a 1/2 ounce coin that you might find closer to ounce premiums. But yeah, I would probably trade 40 ounces, but I don't think I would trade 50 ounces. But I'm also not a big trader of ratios. Now, if the ratio was crazy, right? If I saw a major opportunity, right? If silver was $50 an ounce, oh yeah, it's all going into platinum. If platinum stays the same. Now, if platinum goes up, I'm just going to hold both. But if one goes up while the other one stays the same or even goes down, I would definitely flip it and trade it, right? Top of the list would be to get out of silver, but you know, if platinum became, and I don't believe it's going to, but if it became like $5,000 an ounce overnight, I might think about switching into gold or silver, right? Maybe a little bit. I don't know. It would be hard for me to do that, but I might consider it. But I don't have an actual ratio number, right? I know some people, and this is the second part of your question, I know some people, they say, when, you know, gold to silver ratio is 1:2 or 1:3, 1 to whatever, 1:20, I'll trade, right? I don't have a specific number that I stick to, so to speak, as far as a limit of gold to silver, platinum to gold, whatever ratio. I more so just look at the overall price and where it's going, where it's been, what it's doing, right? And just evaluate on any given time. But that's just me. A lot of people take a lot of different approaches, but that's just what I find is the best. So thank you for your comment, Trident Stacking. I really appreciate it, my friend. Up next, we have Mr. Silver Lover says, what is the KS coin? So a lot of people are asking about these KS coins. And KS Coin is a YouTube user. I don't believe he posts any content, but he is a user with the name KS Coin. I'm not sure if he's a coin shop owner or just a fan of coins, and maybe his initials are KS, or perhaps KS stands for Kansas, which I believe is where these coins came from. But these are custom made, actually. These are custom made by a jeweler in Wichita, Kansas. And he custom made these and sent these to me as a gift. And it was a very, very generous gift of my friend KS Coin. But he's a user, right? So there is no mint that makes these. However, you can have these custom made. I do not know the actual creator, but he has commented on that video. So be sure to check out my video where I mentioned that someone sent me platinum in the mail, because he commented on that video letting my viewers know that if anyone wants something made like this, they should contact him. So definitely go give that a check out if you get a chance. But yeah, that's what the KS coin is, and there is no mint that made them, unfortunately. Purely custom made pieces. But thank you for your comment, Silver Lover. I really appreciate it. And you also commented again saying thanks for the video. You are welcome, my friend. I really appreciate you stopping by and checking it out. Up next, we have Mr. Jim C. Says, this weekend, my ride to Sioux Falls Coin Show backed out at last minute. His wife rules the roost. So I could not go, but a friend who lives 4 hours from me was there. He bought Pamp Sweet's 1-ounce platinum bars for $12.75 each. He bought 17 of them. I am jealous. I have emailed my phone number 2 times to you, and I do not use Facebook, Twitter, and the like. I need help to send emails with my vision loss. Oh, okay. Well, Jim C, I'm trying to figure out what we can figure out. Make sure the email is correct. It should be Platinum Beast 9995@gmail.com. I'll try to write that out on this video if I can. But it should be Platinum, just spelled like my name on my YouTube channel, Platinum Beast, and then 9995@gmail.com. And I should receive your email there. I'm not sure if there's perhaps a misspelling of the email or what have you. But just make sure to type it in just like that, and we'll see if we can figure out something or another. So, but thank you, my friend. I really appreciate you at least trying to let me know what the place that you buy your platinum from is. But that is awesome that your friend got 17 platinum ounces at $12.75 each. That is an epic stack for sure, and that is epic pickup and an epic deal for sure too. So thank you for your comment, my friend. I really appreciate it, and I hope to hear more from you. Up next, we have Mr. Coins A to Z. Says, hello, all platinum stackers. Hello, Coins A to Z. Good to see you, my friend. I really appreciate you stopping by and checking out my channel. Coins A to Z is a platinum stacker as well. He is a platinum bull, such as myself, and he is one of my loyal followers who has been around for quite some time. So thank you for your comment, Mr. Coins A to Z. I really appreciate it. Up next, we have Mr. Jack. Says, LOL, nice. I had a 2011 V6 Mustang before I got my 2013 Mustang GT Premium new once I got my first real job and added a Ford Racing Supercharger. Both 6-speeds, still have the 2013, just topped 100,000 miles and been absurdly reliable despite all the power. Ford did a great job with this car. That's awesome. And funny enough, I had a 2011 V6 too. So that's funny. We had the same exact car. I actually bought that 2011 V6 brand new as well. And I customized the heck out of that thing. I tuned it, colder intake, exhaust. I put Boss 302 stripes on it, tinted the windows. I had rear window louvers, side window louvers. I had subwoofers in the back. I added a touchscreen navigation DVD player in the dash. I mean, that thing was kicking, and I love that thing. But I actually traded it in on my 2016 Ford F-150. I went with the EcoBoost. I know a lot of people rag on the V6 twin turbo, but it's been a reliable car too. And the Mustang was really reliable as well. Ford really makes reliable cars. I mean, everyone knows the Ford fanboys believe that, but at the same time, when you don't run into any real problems, it's kind of true. So, but that's awesome that you have a 2013 V8. I hope to buy another 2011 or 2012 at some point. I'd love to get the 5.0 and just kind of make it a weekend car kind of thing, but that'd be really cool. But awesome car, my friend. And my 2011 V6 was actually a premium as well, so it had the leather seats and all that nice fancy stuff, colors in the dash and everything. But great comment, and thank you for just letting me know about your Mustang. That's super cool. You had a 2011 V6. Good memories for me. Okay, so last but not least, we have another comment from Mr. Jack. Says, for metals versus stocks versus mutual funds, I think both asset classes have value in someone's portfolio. I disagree strongly with Dave Ramsey that metals can't serve somewhat as an investment, but that's also not their exclusive purpose. Gold outperformed the S&P 500 2005, 2020, for example, and that's a 15-year long stretch. People who don't like metals never want to address that when I share that stat. Yeah, I know. That's an interesting point I found out recently as well, is the S&P 500 didn't do as well as as gold, right? And that's something to consider, and that's something to take into account, right? People look at gains. People look at, and I invest in stocks, but I stick to dividend stocks because I want my investment in stocks to pay me money, right? So like I love dividends, right? As far as stocks. In fact, I won't really buy a stock unless it pays dividends. But metals are my stock that doesn't pay dividends, if that makes sense. It goes up over time, right? Like stock market does. And unless you're investing in crappy companies, the overall price of these stocks should go up as well, right? I invest for the dividends, but I'm seeing gains year by year, depending on the companies I'm invested in, right? Like Apple or something. Apple just continues to go up, right? It's slow. It's a slow paced thing, but it continues to go up, and it also pays me a dividend in the meantime. So precious metals are very much my investment that does not pay any dividends. But I like it because I can hold on to it and will always have value in my opinion. Whereas the companies are a little bit riskier. No matter what the company is, it could go belly up. It just could, right? So it's something to think about. I don't really agree with Dave Ramsey on the metals thing either. He's just he's an interesting character for sure. I like the guy. I mean, he's helped a lot of people get out of debt. But as far as investing and stuff, that's not even his real game, right? His game is to help people get out of debt, not become wealthy, right? His hope for everyone is that they become wealthy once they get out of debt, but you know his main goal is to get people out of debt. So, and he's a smart guy. I mean, he's very, very smart as far as not getting into debt. If you look at the amount of Americans that are just in debt and have basically no money, if they were to try and pay off all their debt, basically most Americans are broke, and it's a sad reality, right? No one has savings account, no one's invested. They rely on their 401k, right? But they have a whole bunch of debt. They bought a nice car. They rack up credit card debts, all kinds of things. So he's good for what his purpose is, but everything else, you know, he gets criticized on. And, you know, I just see him as someone who just isn't in that game. So if I were him, I probably just wouldn't talk about precious metals because he obviously doesn't, that's not his game. That's not what he plays. So it is what it is, but that wraps up all the comments for today, guys. I really appreciate everyone stopping by and checking out the video. Be sure to leave your comment in the comment section down below so that I will respond to it live on my next Platinum Beast Answers video. And when I say live, I mean in a video rather than just a written response, so that you all can stay informed and just ask me any questions that you may desire an answer to, because some questions require a little bit lengthier answer, and typing up, 4 paragraphs is just kind of ridiculous. So I like to do these videos, and I like to keep some consistency on my channel. So thank you for everyone for stopping by, and until next time, guys, we will see you.